Welcome to the second portion of the demo specifications and benefits on the Toyota 2THD 30. This is our 30,000 pound lift, and so we're going to do a walk around and show you some of the product benefits and features. This lift is made in East Chicago, Indiana. It is the first Toyota, all Toyota engineered heavy duty lift designed from the bottom up. So the two meaning the second era of our THD. This lift comes in capacities of 22,000 up to 30,000 pounds. And right now, within our engineering department, we are developing the line up to 40,000 pound capacity. So that should be out by the end of 2022. This line is currently being built on a assembly line in East Chicago. So we are getting more efficient in our product builds, and we have all the tools and specifications for the build laid out for each of our employees. So it's a very unique build for us. So this lift has a 96-inch wide carriage. This truck comes with options for forks only, or side shift fork positioner, or a fork positioner itself. It's also available in dependent and independent fork positioners. Dependent meaning the forks will spread and come together with the same lever, and independent meaning that you can move each fork individually, left fork or right fork, as needed. So this lift is a pneumatic tire lift. It comes with air pneumatic tires, but there is an option for foam filled or for solid pneumatic tires. Something new on this lift is the mid-mount cylinders, and the mid-mount tilt cylinders give us the ability to tilt more forward and more backwards than the previous model with the top cylinders. This lift is equipped very well with a lot of additional options that your company chose to have to show our customers, like this fork leveler indicator. We have LED headlights, which are standard on the front, 2 on the front, 1 on the rear. But you also have cab mounted LED lights and additional rear view mirrors shown on the side of the truck. If you come around this way, we'll show you the cab entry, and Mike will get into some more of the technical stuff as far as the maintenance and how to get in to check some of those things. But your cab door fully opens and latches back here. You have really nice large handles to be able to get in. You have tilt and telescoping steering wheel to get that positioned exactly where you need to go. An optional air ride seat. It will come with a mechanical suspension seat, but you have an optional air ride seat. Also with this lift, you have 3 pedals. You have your accelerator pedal, your brake pedal, and an inching pedal. This lift is equipped with a Cummins 4.5 liter diesel engine, also with a Dana TE10 transmission. It's got 3 speeds forward, 3 reverse. It's very smooth, electronically shifting. Inside the cab, you'll also have your armrest with mini lever controls, which will be your up, down, your tilt, your fork positioner, and then a separate toggle for your side shift. It's also equipped with air conditioning and a heater, and also an AM/FM radio. So in this lift, if you look up in here, you also have your front center rear view mirror, and then you have 2 monitors shown on the front. The right monitor is going to be your 7-inch MD4 touchscreen, which will have all your diagnostics and cab controls within that. And on the left, you have a camera, your camera system, which will show your forward and reverse. So we'll give you an idea how that works. For now, I'm going to just come in and have you climb up and show some of the options in the screen on how to operate some of the features of the cab itself. So we're just going to turn on the key. And Here within the touchscreen, you can see you have displays for your lights, where you can turn them on, off, the rear lights and the mast lights. You have your wipers here, and then you have your fan here, which I'm going to shut off. Oh, that was your defrost and heater. I'm sorry, your fan is right here, high and off. But you can hear me a little better. And then Mike will get into some of the technical portions of this, where you can actually diagnose fuse relays, get into schematics and everything. So everything else in here, left hand controls for forward and reverse. And then you have your additional functions over here for lights and wipers to run them off of the handle, but everything can be controlled through this touchscreen. Okay, claiming out. Okay. The back side of this, you have a pre-cleaner, an upswept exhaust, which keeps everything clean as far as the airflow going in. This is also equipped with a rear wiper, rear lights, rear work light, strobe light, and a rear camera light. And your rear camera lights right here off of the back side with the additional rear work lights. And moving around this side, we'll get into some more of the technical side of the mechanical things, but this is where you're going to see also your engine levels and everything. You can enter the cab from here, but you would have to lift the handle up for the joist or the cab controls. You can also order this truck with a joystick as an optional equipment, so a lot of newer operators are getting used to the single joystick control, and that is an available option on this truck. So see your forklift manual for additional options, and then additional options for cabs, cab or open station cabs as well. So that should give you a good overview of the 2 THD 30,000 pound capacity lift truck. These are all at 24 inch load centers, and they start at 22,000 up to 30,000 and soon to be up to 40,000.
Okay, we're going to start with some. We're going to start with the 2 THD and show you some how to check the oil levels and a couple of things from a diagnostic standpoint. So we'll start on the right side of the unit. So we have our hydraulic filter, or a return filter is here, and then a tank breather is located here. These will be changed every PM at 250 hours. You get your sight glass for your hydraulic tank level. Again, you want the oil level at operating temps before making adjustments to that. And then for the engine oil, you'll see a data tag that says engine oil drain. So underneath is a valve that you can open up to drain the engine oil without getting under the unit. So that's all we have on this side. So let's go to the other side. So the truck does have a tilt cab to gain access to most of the functions. So we'll raise the engine hood first. And of course you would check the engine oil level underneath there. And for the, I'll open the door real quick. So this does have a manual or electric operated cab tilt device, but it comes standard with the one that's not manual. And in the event the battery is dead, there is a handle. Jack handle is located right here inside that you just pull up. And there's a slot for, so standard is this. Optional to have a powered unit. So, but if the battery's dead, you still can get the hood or the cab tilted up. Let's stick this back in. So we'll start by tilting the cab. We'll just, controls are underneath, step riser here. Got a data tag here that tells you where to position the lever for, you want to shift it up for up. And of course, all the way down for down, and there's a neutral position as well. So we're going to take it up. There's a safety latch. Always just try to make sure it doesn't catch. There's a push button here that operates the lift pump. One thing you want to make sure is you got both doors shut before doing this as well. Well, come down. Oh no. And we want to, before you get under, you want to make sure that the latches. So I'm going to find that spot. Well. So there's one position there, so the cab can't come back on the technician. Pull that. Oh, wrong way. And then, of course, the weight is going to keep it from that on that full open position. It can't come back on operator. So this is where you can gain access to anything underneath the hood or cab. The transmission filter is located here, and then the engine oil filter is remotely located just in front of that. So the reason being for the remote drain and for the oil filter being up here is because of our after treatment system is underneath the engine, and we don't want oil getting on top of that. So as we were saying about the diesel exhaust fluid, you do have a gauge, and that is located right here. So it tells you the level. Of course, the red would be low and green would be full, and that is important to check, and should be checked or filled as they fill the diesel tank as well. So really quick, we showed some demonstrations about all the functions here, but the library again gives you your hydraulic schematic, your electrical schematic. One other thing it does give you, if you collect the indicator light directory, it tells you all the lights and what they mean from the home page. So if you see a light on the home page, you don't know what it is, we can go into the indicator light directory and see that located there. And then again, also in the library, you got your service manuals and your operator manuals. And then you have the same measure and adjust screens that we see before on the other units as well.